Are you one of those that likes to start a session on a treadmill or maybe on the Stairmaster before the leg session? If so, this is unforgivable mistake number one. Whilst cardio is a great exercise for your cardiovascular system and also good if you're warming up for 5 minutes, doing too much cardio either on the bike, on the treadmill or on the Stairmaster can actually affect your performance when you're actually weightlifting. You need a lot of energy in order to lift heavy weight, and especially if you're going heavy, you won't be able to be strong enough for your session if you spend the majority of your energy at the beginning doing cardio already. I always see so many girls at the gym starting their session with 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, 15 minutes on the Stairmaster, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? What you want to do instead, if you want to warm up, you can warm up on the treadmill for 5 minutes max, or you can just skip it. You can do dynamic stretches, which are far better in order to open up your joints. But it gets worse. There is actually more unforgivable, very common mistakes that people are making. And before we go on to the next one, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want me to help you one-on-one, to coach you one-on-one, link down below. Do you normally do 4 sets of 10 or 12? For almost every exercise? If that's so, that's unforgivable mistake number 2. If you're doing 10 to 12 reps for every single exercise, it means you're not lifting heavy enough. You're not probably progressing overloading. This is one of the most common mistakes that I find with people. I want you to start adding more weight, and it doesn't mean that just because you can't do 10 reps of it, you can't do 4 reps of it, 6 reps of it. You can start with a weight that you can only do maybe 4 reps of that weight, but if you can keep practicing with it all the time, every single week, you'll notice that one week you'll start doing 6 reps, another week again you'll start 8. That's how you work with heavier weight, less reps, but all the time you progressively overload for the bunda gains. However, that being said, there is another unforgivable mistake that comes with the information that I gave you before, and I don't want you to get confused just because of what I said. So the problem with a lot of people is that when they start adding more weight and doing less reps, like I said before, they compromise on something that is really, really important. This is mainly the form. When you pick a heavy weight, you want to pick a weight that you can, yes, it challenges you and it's heavy, but you can still manage the full range of motion. There is no point in you adding a lot of weight on, do 3 reps of it, for example, 4 reps of it, and then your range of motion looking something like this. I'm barely even moving this. Do you ever see these people moving this weight? And this applies to any exercises like squats, deadlift, hip thrust as well. You need to go through the whole range of motion with a weight being heavy as well, challenging yourself by going through the whole range of motion in order to grow muscle. I already know that so many of you will be making this mistake because I've seen it at the gym. I see it at the gym all the time. If you wear any of these shoes, okay, or Converse as well as really bad, you need to stop immediately, and you're also committing one of the unforgivable mistakes. But don't worry, I'm here to help you, show you that normally shoes have this little platform over here. This is made for running because they'll help you absorb any impact that you have while you're running, almost helping you push back, but they're not great for weightlifting. They're made to absorb the impact of when you're running, almost like helping you jump back up and giving you that extra push when you're running. However, for weightlifting, these are not good because, first of all, they'll mess up with your balance. Also, even if you wear Converse, which you'll argue with me and you'll say, Chiara, but they don't have the extra heel and extra elevation, they're flat. Yes, they're flat, but they also compress your toes together. Most of our modern shoes, they're too narrow for our feet, meaning that our feet cannot get planted on the floor. So what's the solution to this? If you don't want to invest in any of the weightlifting shoes, is to simply do what I do, which is to take them off during your lift, and you'll notice that your feet will be much more stable, rooted on the floor, and you'll have much more mobility as well. Obviously, you need to work on your mobility for your lifts to completely improve in terms of the range of motion, but your lifts will improve a ton already just by choosing the right footwear. Last but not least unforgivable mistake that I know that 100% you're making. If you're making, by the way, if you're making this mistake, make sure you comment down below, you let me know. With these isolation exercises, especially with this one, I see a lot of girls doing it with a heavy weight like this, just holding it close to their chest and doing it like this for their glutes, which is fair, right? Wrong. If you want to get more out of your glutes, you want to actually pick up a lighter weight and distance yourself and distance the weight from yourself. Still arch your upper back like you normally would, but instead of hugging the weight like this, like most people do, I want you to actually place it further away from you, even if it means lowering down the weight. And you'll feel it way more in your glutes than just holding it like this. Even more. You're welcome. So I hope you found this video useful. Let me know in the comments if you make any of these mistakes. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, if you want me to coach you one-on-one, link down below, and see you next time with another video.